Welcome to episode 2 of Profiles in Health and Wellness. I'm Marnie Gellner. Today we are going to look at the MOM program and that part of Profile by Sanford and how it came to be and who it really helps and what's behind the plan and who is behind the plan. So we are happy to talk today with Alyssa Burnison of Profile. And Alyssa, when I read some of your bio, it says MS, RD, LN, lead registered dietitian. You have a lot of titles. Can you just sort of give us the basic explanation of what it is you do with Profile?
Yes, I do have a lot of letters behind my name.
Yeah.
It's kind of the joke around Profile. But so I do have my master's in nutritional sciences, so that's what the MS stands for. And then I am a registered dietitian and licensed nutritionist in South Dakota. So I am the lead dietitian at Profile. My main role is to really head up the nutrition side of Profile, behind the meal planning, the food product development, and supporting coaches and members with nutrition education as well.
And you are one of the brains behind the MOM program. What is it about that area of need that you were really drawn to, or what deficit did you see that needed to be filled to create a MOM program?
Yes, this program is definitely a baby of mine. I don't have any children yet, so this MOM protocol, this MOM program is certainly very dear to my heart. Actually, so I started at Profile back in 2012, and I started as a Profile coach. And just about a year after I started, Sanford Health is our parent company, and
Yep.
We worked with some OBGYNs, Dr. Suttle specifically from Sanford, and of course she, knows the need of the importance of great care for mamas to be and moms going through this journey. And so we developed the MOM protocol back in 2013, 2014 when it was just a simple meal plan focused in on helping moms really have a nutrient-dense meal plan, but also supporting that proper weight gain through pregnancy. It's really important that women are gaining the appropriate amount of weight, but also we know that, weight outcomes can impact baby's health as well. So that was really the focus back then. And then we also helped women who were breastfeeding, so supporting that stage back at that time. But now, just in the last year, we've really evolved the program. It's become a great brand and comprehensive program for us. It includes those meal plans that I mentioned. We created a journey guide. It's kind of an interactive workbook for our members. We developed prenatal protein shakes that have all the prenatal vitamins and DHA, protein, all those great nutrients. And then we also have an online community, and then most importantly, our one-on-one coaching is available for those moms. So really, just the evolution of it has been so great, and happy that it's out there and available to our members.
There's such a need too. I have 2 kids. They're now 10 and 12. But the concept of everything that goes into the pregnancy, it's before you get pregnant, it's while you are pregnant, it's after you are pregnant. There's just such a focus on health. It's prenatal vitamins, and did you get enough this, and is your body getting enough that? Because it's not just your body, it's someone else's body that's relying on your body. So I fully understand the importance of this program. And what I like about it is that your program is there to help someone who is preparing to get pregnant, someone who is pregnant, someone who's already given birth, because those are unique needs. And you guys are there for any part of that or all parts of that.
Yes, all parts of that. And yeah, I forgot to mention when I was explaining the program, right now we can offer that support for women who are preparing for pregnancy. We know just how important it is for proper nutrition, being active, just taking care of yourself to get what I say baby body ready. And that doesn't mean, getting to a specific body type, but it's really just taking care of yourself and taking care of you because, you taking care of you is going to be better for your baby in the long term. So, we're able to provide that support for those women who are preparing for pregnancy, whether it be if they're needing to lose weight, if they're going through fertility treatments, things like that. So we can support them through that journey as well.
And you have your master's in nutritional science, and we know you know what you're talking about. But one of the things that I think is important is that it's not just you and other nutritionists, which is important, but when it comes to being pregnant and having a baby and just how precious and important and personal that time is, that you guys with the MOM program and with Profile are also working with physicians because you're directly connected to Sanford Health. So it's not just a group of nutritionists who, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to downplay the role of nutritionists, but to say, yeah, hey, guess what? We're also talking with your doctors, your physicians, your OBGYNs, and together we're collaborating and saying, yep, this is really on point with the nutrition and what you need. And I just love that relationship, and I am so reassured by that relationship.
Exactly, yes. And we took, very deep care in making sure we worked hand in hand with a few OBGYNs from Sanford Health to make sure we got the program right in terms of even the content that we wrote in our journey guide, what we're coaching our mom members in those coaching appointments, but certainly making sure that mom member is, taking what they're talking about in coaching appointments back to their physician and having those conversations. So it really does feel like we're all working towards the same thing. We're really there to kind of bridge the care between the OBGYN or the woman's physician and her. So I think, Dr. Suttle would mention, I don't have a ton of time to talk about nutrition, activity, and lifestyle concepts. I'm more focused in on the health of the mother, the baby's development, the birth plans, things like that. So it's so great that Profile's there to kind of fill in the gaps. So certainly we love being kind of that comprehensive care plan for that mom right alongside that physician.
There's such unique needs involved in pregnancy before, during, and after. And there's one specific part I wanted to ask you about, too, and that's the connection between good nutrition and fertility. Because fertility is a very real issue, or infertility. What have you noticed? What have you developed? What have you worked on? What have you learned about the connection between good nutrition, eating well, giving your body what it needs, and fertility?
Yeah, I think the simple term is just really setting the stage and getting your body ready for a baby. Overall, helping support fertility really comes down to just having a healthful diet and taking care of yourself the best you can, and focusing on what you can do while you're going through that journey. So really supporting your body's nutrient stores, so when you are pregnant, your body's more ready to take on that stress. But in terms of infertility, again, overall healthy diet, really important. That's why OBGYNs do recommend women start a prenatal vitamin at least 3 months or so before getting pregnant. But if not, 2 years ahead of that is beneficial. So getting extra folic acid has been linked to for becoming pregnant. Omega-3 fatty acids are, of course, helpful for baby's development. So a lot of those key nutrients really important to hone in on when going through this journey.
The last thing I want to ask you about, Alyssa, is just advice you have. There are so many women who are either trying to become pregnant, who are pregnant, or have had a baby recently. And I mean, even in the last couple of years, because we hang on to that baby weight for a while, some of us. What is your best advice to women who are in one of those phases?
So I'll probably repeat myself again here, but it's really doing what's right for you, taking care of you. Taking care of baby starts with taking care of you. So do what you can, focus on what you can control. We're all doing our best, and really do the best to take care of yourself, both mentally and physically. I think that's going to be the best thing to focus in on.
Wonderful advice, wonderful insight. Congratulations on helping to create a really fantastic program, Alyssa. I mean, really well done and comprehensive, and I have nothing but praise for this. So congratulations. Job well done.
Thank Thank you very much. Yeah, I appreciate that. It's been great, and yeah, we're just excited that we're able to offer this program. It's such a a real blessing to be able to help these women in all stages of their pregnancy journey. So loving to help.
No doubt, and it's a great help. Alyssa, thank you. Take care.
Yeah, thank you.
That was Alyssa Burnison, the lead registered dietitian for Profile Sanford, who helped create the MOM program, a very comprehensive program. So we just heard from someone who was on the development part of that. And coming up next, we're going to hear from an expectant mother who is using this program and also happens to have a fascinating job. We'll find out how the MOM program has helped her, and we'll meet her coming up next.
Hey, it's Nordo for Profile by Sanford. I lost 50 pounds with their weight loss program. They were committed to me, helping me lose the weight, but then also keep it off, create a lifestyle change. And right now, they've been so good about adjusting to the needs of their customers because staying on track, staying healthy in these times, very, very important. Virtual appointments online with the coaches, shipping profile food right to your door, curbside pickup. There's even an app that'll help you exercise while you're at home. These people care about you and creating that lifestyle change. You need to learn more. Get to profileplan.com. It's Profile by Sanford, profileplan.com.
Hi, it's Marnie Gellner here for Profile by Sanford. We're all adjusting to our new routines, and Profiles really help me with mine. For example, if I'm just having a struggle where I want to snack at night or something like that, I can talk that through over the phone with my coach. We just set up an appointment. No need to even meet in person. I can also do curbside pickup where I call ahead and order my shakes and bars, and I go right to the Eden Prairie store. They bring it out to me. Adjust to your new normal with Profile by Sanford. Visit profileplan.com.
Hey, Paul Fletcher for Profile by Sanford online at profileplan.com. I just hit a pretty significant milestone. I am officially down 50 pounds. More importantly, I feel fantastic. As we adjust to our new temporary normal, don't let that stop you from getting your health on track or staying on track. Profile does virtual appointments with coaches for members who are stuck at home, discounts on shipping of Profile food right to your door. There's also curbside pickup. And give them a call and ask about the new customized exercise app to help you work out right at home. Profile's a game changer. Find out more at profileplan.com.
We are back on Profiles in Health and Wellness, and we just learned about the MOM program and how it came to be and the whole purpose of it. And now we're going to meet someone who is really benefiting from the MOM program. It's Meredith Ellison. And Meredith, it's really nice to meet you. Thanks for joining us today. How are you?
I'm doing well. Nice to meet you and talk with you as well.
You have a really unique circumstance in that you are expecting your first child, and what I would imagine is a very strange time to be doctoring on the regular during this COVID-19 world that we're living in. We're going to dig into that in a little bit and also how the MOM program has really helped you. But I also want to establish your career and what you do. Your occupation is a death investigator for Hennepin County. What does that mean?
That's right. Well, it's pretty self-explanatory, but it is exactly what the title is. We get deaths reported to us, and as an investigator, it's kind of my job to figure out how involved the medical examiner office needs to be. And so we kind of shuffle through, the different manners and types of deaths and kind of determine if it needs an autopsy, that kind of thing. So we're out in the field for part of our job, and then part of our job, we're in the office working on stuff as well. So, is
there a potential TV series about you?
I'm sure that there've been plenty made, but Hennepin County kind of likes to stay out of the limelight in that way, which is probably a good thing.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, it's a really interesting occupation in what is a really interesting time right now. Mm-hmm. You are expecting a baby boy in July. What has it been like to be pregnant right now with all of the restrictions, and we're also health conscious right now? What has it been like to go through this at this time?
It was really hard, like the first week or two with everything starting. I've got a pretty tough head, I would say, and it definitely broke me down a bit. So just all the unknown and all the change was pretty scary, and then especially just with my job, I didn't know how I was going to be able to, work through all of this and be safe, especially with all the unknowns. My job was really great, and I'm actually not going out in the field currently, but I'm still allowed to come into the office and just work kind of in my own space. So that was like a huge relief. And just being, pregnant, I mean, I've never been pregnant before. So unfortunately, this does seem kind of like normal to me.
Sure.
And yeah, I guess that probably answers it best.
Are you seeing your doctor on a regular basis? I saw there's some sort of almost drive-through where the doctor meets you in your car just to do a heartbeat test on the baby, and some of those appointments where it's not as in-depth. Have you had some of those kinds of experience where you're trying to limit contact either with other people or patients or just going into an office itself?
So I think that's going to be starting for me now. I just started into my third trimester, and so I actually had an appointment this morning. It was a normal appointment. I went in, and he kind of had the conversation with me today about, now, we're going to see you more frequently, and if you're comfortable doing phone visits, then that's kind of what we would rather do. And so I feel comfortable with that just because I can feel, the baby moving around every day and that kind of stuff. So that's kind of the new plan as of today. I'm going to be talking to them on the phone, and I also have the ability to take like my blood pressure and stuff. So that was another thing that they just wanted to make sure was getting done at home. Okay,
so as long as everything is on the up and up and you check out well, this is just a new way of doing things. But as far as you know, it's the only way with your first pregnancy.
Yeah.
So you are involved in Profile and part of the MOM program. How did you even get connected with Profile itself?
This I'm so excited to share. And maybe it's a little embarrassing on my end, but I'm obsessed with Teen Mom, the show.
Okay.
And have been for a very long time. And Chelsea, who lives in South Dakota, maybe North Dakota, don't quote me on that, but I follow her on Instagram, of course, and she's just somebody who I always related to, especially just her being so remotely close. We don't have a lot of TV stars, reality stars around our area. So I just remember just seeing her slowly, lose all this weight and just look really great for somebody who I wouldn't even think would have needed to lose weight in the first place. So it was just, and I just relate with her in that way as well. So she talked about Profile, and so I immediately looked it up, and there was an office here in Minnesota. So I immediately set up an appointment, and that was in the spring of 2018. So I've been on the program for about 2 years now.
Wow. All because of Teen Mom Chelsea.
All because of Chelsea.
Hey, however you get there, whatever the word of mouth is, as long as it brings you there.
And it works, doesn't it?
And it works, yes. I can attest to that. Our producer, Eric Nordquist, can attest to that. So were you part of this program in general before you even moved into the mom program phase of it, correct?
Yep. So last summer, when I kind of was telling my coach that my husband and I were going to start trying to have a baby, she kind of said, we're working on this new program. Like this is a really exciting time. And so it was just, it kind of seamlessly transitioned into that for me, which was just great.
So what are the things that you're really focused on now later into your pregnancy, and I guess really throughout your pregnancy, that you've been really reassured by in terms of the mom program, just kind of helping you navigate that and getting your nutrition and all the things that are unique to a pregnant woman?
Yeah, and starting on Profile, the goal is to lose weight, right? So mentally, it's been really hard to realize that I'm going to have to healthfully gain weight on this.
Yes.
How is that going to feel after a year and a half of trying to lose weight? So that's where the coaching really is really helpful. And then I would say the shakes just give me so much ease of mind, just because, even if you're not pregnant, you get busy and you're traveling and you forget to get all the nutrients in your body that you really need. And then when you're starting to worry about somebody else, and then, you have morning sickness or you just don't feel well, you don't feel like eating something. I know at the end of the day that if I drink the 2 shakes that are on my plan, I know that my baby is getting everything that he needs. And that ease of mind is, you can't put a price to that.
Yeah. And as you work with your profile coach and your OBGYN, what has your OBGYN had to say about your health and your baby's health and the role that profile may have played? Because I assume you're very open about it and your doctor might have some feedback about whatever it is that you're doing, whatever program you're in.
Yeah, and I mentioned to him about profile. He said he had heard about it, but had never worked with anybody who had been on the plan. And he's been, really happy with my slow weight gain. And he, really it's like him and I don't even have to talk about the nutrition side of stuff. Him and I can kind of just focus on the medical part. So he likes to know that I have somebody taking care of me in that way. And it's nice for me, too, to have kind of a team of people where, when I go to the doctor, I can just specifically talk about this stuff, and I can take care of my weight and nutrition with my coach in a different way.
Yeah.
So,
and then with pregnancy, there's pre-pregnancy. There's, getting your body ready. Then it's, I am pregnant. How do I keep my body as healthy as possible and get my baby the nutrients? And then once you have your baby, then it's taking care of yourself, maybe losing weight on the back end. Or, am I breastfeeding? All of those things? Like, there are so many different phases and stages. And now as you near the end of your pregnancy, how are you going to pivot? And how long do you think you're going to stay with profile to help navigate for whatever comes next for you and whatever your needs are after this?
Yeah, I plan on breastfeeding, and I know that that profile is going to help me through that. And then, I'm really excited for that next step of like when I can actually start focusing on losing weight again. But I know that that's going to be a while. So just knowing that I'm going to have coaching through whatever phase I'm going to be in after all of this is just, a lot of peace of mind.
And it sounds like you and your coach have had some good chats through this. How important has your coach been?
I mean, really, yeah. And I've probably met with 2 or 3 different coaches, and every single one of them is just awesome.
Yeah, I've had that same experience. Because sometimes you're at the mercy of a schedule, and what fits into your schedule might not fit into somebody else's. So the ability to kind of change it up a little bit and still meet with a good quality coach is really important.
Sure
so, if Chelsea can do it, Meredith, you can do it. And I appreciate you sharing your story. How do you feel right now, late in a pregnancy, but knowing that you're healthy? How are you feeling today?
I am so lucky. I have really had no symptoms of pregnancy other than just getting bigger. And I again, this is my first pregnancy. So is that because of profile? Is it because of what I'm eating and these shakes? I don't know. But I'll tell you, I've been bragging to everybody about it, and I don't know what it is, but profile definitely probably plays some sort of role in that.
And it sounds like it's given you really a peace of mind, and that plays a big role too. And everything kind of trickles down from there. Any last words of advice to someone who is in your shoes, maybe looking at getting pregnant, who is pregnant, maybe shortly after pregnancy? Words of advice.
I think in like every milestone in your life, you're going to like have a team of people. So especially with pregnancy, I've really learned how to lean on my team and that I'm just not responsible for all of this on my own. So my husband, family, friends, my doctor, and then my profile team, which I kind of, talked about a little earlier. So with all these puzzle pieces working together, it's really made this whole thing a lot easier. And I can't really imagine, not having each of these pieces on this journey.
Well, it sounds like it has worked out really well for you. I'm glad to hear you're healthy and your baby boy is healthy, and we wish you the absolute best of luck. It's going to be such a joy. I have 2 of them. And when you meet that little face and you see it, your life, it will never be the same, and it'll be the best thing that ever happened to you.
Wow,
Congratulations.
Sounds great. Thank you for sharing that.
Good luck to you, Meredith, and thank you for sharing your story with us.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
Meredith Ellison, a very happy Profile member and someone who has used the MOM program to great success. Thank you so much for listening to episode 2, Profiles in Health and Wellness. We uncovered the MOM program. We dug deep into the MOM program. Mom, we love you. Moms everywhere. And moms to be as well. This program is for a lot of people and has a lot of benefits. We hope you enjoyed this. We hope you learned something. We hope we maybe inspired you today. Thanks for listening. I'm Marnie Gellner. We'll see you next time.